Hello, Lesson 6 Flow Control in Go. In this lesson, I will explain you how to control your application's flow in Go. You are going to learn how to use the if, else, and else if statements in Go and how to work with multiple expressions. Let's start with this simple code. As we can see, I've declared a Boolean variable can I print with the value true. In the other line, I've decided to print the message hello Go in the console. Now I want to control the flow of this code to print the message hello Go based on the value true of the variable can I print. To achieve that, I can use the if statement. In Go, the if statement is very simple to write. We don't need to have additional parentheses between the Boolean expression. The Boolean expression is the variable can I print because based on the value true or false, I will print the message hello Go. Try to guess what to put as the body. Right, inside the parentheses, we can put the instruction to print the message. Using the if statement, we can control the flow of our application to print or not the message hello Go inside the console. Let's run our code to see the if statement in action. I'm going to try first using the value true for the variable can I print and then the value false. Indeed, in the console we can see the message hello Go. Now let's modify the value of the variable can I print from true to false and run again our project. As you might guess, nothing has been printed in the console because the value of the variable has been set as false. So our project didn't reach the instruction to print the message in the console. Now that we have understood how to write and use the if statement in Go, let's take a moment to look at this code. Inside the if statement, I didn't use a single variable for describing the Boolean expression, but a math operation between two variables on the first part of the if and then a comparison with the value 0. Go needs to evaluate the Boolean expression of the if statement to execute the body. In this case, printing the message the sum is a positive number. Let's see in action. Run the project. Indeed, in the console we can see the message the sum is a positive number. Let's change the value of the number 1 from the value 1 to the value -10 and rerun again the project. In this case, nothing has been printed because the sum of these two numbers is not anymore greater than 0. Perfect, so far so good. Now I have a question. How we can improve the code to print a different message if the sum is negative? Can I add the message after the if statement? It's not a good solution because if the sum is negative, our code will print the right message, the sum is a negative number, but if the sum is positive, it will print both messages in the console. Not exactly what we want. What can we use to achieve our goal? We can use the else statement. Let's move this line inside the body of the else. Perfect. After evaluating the Boolean expression of the if statement, Go will print in the console the message the sum is a negative number if and only if the Boolean expressions turns out to be false. And in case the Boolean expression is evaluated as true, Go will print only one message in the console, the message the sum is a positive number. Let's see in action the else statement. Let's run the project. Indeed, in the console we can see the only message the sum is a positive number. Let's change the value of the number 1 from 1 to -10 and rerun again the project. In this case we can see the only message the sum is a negative number. Until now with our code we check the result is positive or negative comparing with the 0. Let me show you how to improve the code printing a specific message if the result is exactly 0 using the else if statement. First, we change the message inside the if statement to be more specific. Then, we also change the message of the else statement, specifying when the sum is exactly 0. Finally, we introduce inside our code the else if statement to cover the case when the sum is lower than 0. Just perfect. Using the if, else if, and else statement, we wrote a better code covering all possible cases, printing also a specific message in the console. Let's see in action our code. Run the project. Indeed, in the console we can see the only message the sum is greater than 0. Let's change the value of the number 1 from 1 to -10 and rerun again the project. In this case, we can see the message the sum is lower than 0. Let's change again the value of the number 1 from -10 to -2 and rerun again the project. In this case, we can see the message the sum is equal to 0. We learned a lot since now. In our code, the Boolean expression can examine only one variable, the can I print, or the sum. We can improve that and examine more than one variable or condition. There are Boolean operators that we can use like the AND that evaluates to true if values on the left and the right side are both true. Here is an example of this operator. I have two variables, has money and has car. Go will print the message I can go to the cinema if both variables, has money and has car, are true. The OR operator evaluates to true if either left or right value is true. Is an example of this operator. In this case, Go will print the message I can eat if one of the variables has pasta and has pizza is true. The negative, also known as not, it will negate the expression. Here an example. In the code, the expression will evaluate to true thanks to the operator not. Let's do a quick recap, putting everything together. Let's create 4 different variables. Has money of type bool, has car of type bool, and let's initialize it with the value true. Then the variable cash, initialize it with the value $25, for example. The credit card with the value 100. Then as money will have the true value if the cash plus the credit card is more than 0, else as money will have the false value. And then our code will print in the console the message I can go to the cinema if both variables has money, has car are true. Else it will print the message I have to stay at home. Let's see in action our code. Run the project. Perfect. In the console we can see the message I can go to the cinema. Let's recap what you learned in this lesson about flow control in Go. You learn what is a flow control with the Boolean logic, how to use the if, else, and else if statement, and also how to working with multiple expressions. Thanks for watching this video, subscribe to my channel to be always updated about new videos that I will upload, and see you in the next lesson. Bye!